Welcome to Drinks with Danny and Joe.
I'm Danny.
And I'm Joe. This week's drink is a mint julep. So the mint julep is, it's muddled mint with crushed ice and sugar or simple syrup.
Yeah, we use the simple syrup.
Yeah, we use simple syrup. We use Noah's Mill for our bourbon. It's pretty good. It's a little bit not sweet. It's kind of got a bite.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them have a real vanilla finish. This doesn't. It's more alcohol-y.
More sharp.
Yeah. So you top your muddled mint and crushed ice with more crushed ice. 3 ounces of bourbon. There's an option to float white rum on it, but we chose not to because it's already a double shot of bourbon. Do we really need another half a shot on top of that?
I mean, yeah. I was going to say, who doesn't, but...
Yeah, I mean, at some point, you want your one drink to not get you hammered. You know, you don't want to be faced off of one drink.
That's true.
I guess you could garnish with mint, probably. There's a lot of mint in it.
Yeah.
So,
it's, the recipe said 10 to 20 sprigs of mint?
Yeah, 10 to 20. We had some mint left over from the last episode, so we just put all of it in there. Because it was not going to last any longer.
I will say, it's a very pretty looking drink.
Yeah, it's kind of gold colored. The mint floats on the top.
Squeaker is drinking the water.
Yeah.
So I have my right foot in some cold water because I am having foot pain. So I put it in cold water and my cat is drinking it.
In the hopes of decreasing inflammation.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So if you hear some sloshing during this episode, it's probably her foot in or out of the water.
Yes.
I don't think it will.
No.
You're probably more likely to hear the drink than the...
Yeah, because I can already hear my drink.
The only thing I don't like about this drink is the crushed ice melts so fast.
Yes.
Like, there's almost no ice left in this. I guess it's okay. The drink is very cold, but I'd rather have bigger ice.
I wonder if they want the crushed ice to melt faster for so much bourbon.
Yeah, it's probably to take the edge off.
Like, take the edge off. Okay, are we ready to try?
Yeah, let's give it a try.
Okay, I'm ready.
Oh, I made noise on the mic. That is stout. That is stout.
Wow.
But it's good.
That's good.
It's minty.
It is.
I guess if you put half a cup of mint in there, it should be.
We did put a little extra of the simple syrup in mine because I do prefer my drinks a little sweeter.
Yeah.
You can drink one.
Yeah.
If you do more than one, you'd be hammered.
You're going to be pretty well toasted.
Yeah. It's not bad. It has a very, it is very smooth, and I think that's...
Oh, and there's club soda.
Yes.
Top it off with club soda.
We did top it off. It is a very smooth drink.
Yeah.
And I think because of the bourbon, I think having the crushed ice and the ice then melting does make it smoother and not so, like, in your face.
Yeah.
So tell me, what's one of the origins?
Okay, so when I think of a mint julep, this is my personal association with it. I think of early America's culture in the South, like gentlemen in straw derby hats. Is it derby hats? The ones, it's like a flat brim and it's flat on top. You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about, but I don't know what it's called.
Like the hats a barbershop quartet would wear.
Oh!
Like the flat brimmed straw hat with the...
Like the white hats that you see?
Yeah, it's like a light colored. Sometimes it has like a
red scarf or something.
Ribbon or something around it.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, yeah.
Yeah. So I think of like kind of the era that came from, like, and the Kentucky Derby and like Southern gentlemen and ladies and cotillions and all that, like fancy old-timey Southern stuff. And so that's what I think of. I don't know why that's what I'm thinking of. Probably from a movie or something.
Probably.
But I'm looking it up. It says that it's widely accepted that early mint julep was consumed by genteel Virginian society, which is the people I'm thinking of. Fancy Southern gentleman suits. Ladies with the like cage thing in their dress to make their dress poof out.
Oh yeah, I can't remember what that's called. On the top, but yeah.
And, yeah. So that was during the late 1700s and early 1800s. It says in this article that it was whether taken for restorative purposes or simply as a morning pick-me-up.
A morning
pick-me-up. A double shot of bourbon for breakfast.
What?
Yeah, that was the origins in the Americas that I saw. And it used to be, at that time, it could be made with cognac, brandy, rum, or whiskey.
I mean, I like it with the bourbon. The bourbon's good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I don't think you'd want the bourbon with the vanilla finish, like a Knob Creek or...
I think I would probably like that, but I like odd stuff.
Well, I think with this, it would take away from the mint, I think, a little bit. So I think the more, like, straight bourbon whiskey that doesn't have that vanilla finish might be better for a mint julep. Mm-hmm.
I think the more the ice melts, definitely the smoother...
Yeah, it just gets smoother.
Yeah, and the more, like, easier it is to go down.
Yeah.
Like, initially, I was like, oh my gosh, that's strong.
Well, you know what they say about bourbon. After your first one, it doesn't matter.
I have not heard that, I don't think.
Yeah.
Did you see that they did traditionally serve it in silver or pewter cups?
I did not.
Yeah, it says right here, it's traditionally served in silver or pewter cups, but stainless steel and copper are also common.
Yeah, so it's a Virginia mule.
I guess. Well, the Kentucky Derby.
Yes.
Because I also Googled. But yeah, it just says silver or pewter cups. So it just, what makes it, like, what's the reasoning behind silver or pewter cups? Like with mules, like why?
I think it's widely accepted that it affects the flavor.
Oh.
So like you're going to get a different flavor in a copper cup than you will in a glass.
Oh, and we're drinking it out of glass.
Well, when I looked up the recipe, it calls for a
glass.
A highball glass.
Okay.
So that's what I made it in. We don't have mule cups anymore.
No, we don't. But we are using the same glasses as our
as last episode.
As our mojito episode. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, so it's a kind of a similar drink, just from a different region.
Yes.
It's got the mint, it's got...
This just doesn't have the lime in it.
Yeah, there's no lime.
No lime in this one.
There was probably 0 lime trees in Virginia in the 1700s.
Oh, yeah.
And it would have been... Well, they did transport citrus in the winter months, in the early days. That's why people get oranges in their stockings at Christmas time, because it was the fruit that's available in the winter.
Oh.
So the season for oranges is...
winter.
December. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I guess you guys didn't, probably because of your German heritage.
Yeah.
They don't have citrus in Germany, naturally.
Yeah. No, we never.
Growing up, every Christmas there was an orange in my stocking. And
really?
My mom always got an orange in her stocking, and my grandmother in hers.
That's cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, because it was a fruit that was available in the winter. And, in early days in America, if you could get a fruit in winter, that was amazing.
Yeah.
That's, I think, why cranberries are popular, too, because they're a hardy fruit.
Yeah.
They last a while, so they're good for Thanksgiving, because
they last good in the cold.
Good. So I think probably it would have been hard or expensive in the 1700s to get limes in Virginia.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So they probably would have put them if they could have got them.
Mm-hmm. It is good drink, though. I do enjoy it.
It's very smooth.
It is. I almost want, I want to eat pizza with it or something.
Yeah.
I know it's not quite. I feel like pizza's probably not the kind of food that you want to eat with it, but I feel like this would be really good with pizza.
I almost ended up at a horse race once, because they have one on, I want to say it's Memorial Day weekend in Kershaw, South Carolina, which is in the middle of the state.
Oh, okay.
There's a horse race that weekend, and there's also a car race at, I forget the name, it's a motorsports park right down the road from where that horse race is. Mm-hmm. And so I was going to the car race and ended up at the horse race because I put racetrack Kershaw.
Yeah.
And it took me to the horse race, and they looked at me like I was completely insane trying to get into the horse race as part of the pit crew. It was just awkward trying to convince the people at the horse track that I was there as part of the pit crew. And they were just looking at me like, what are you talking about? And they were like, no, you can't. No. I was like, I'm part of one of the race teams. They're like, no. So I ended up turning around and parking and then looking it up on my phone.
That's funny.
Like, oh, Well, that's why we're at a horse track, not at the motorsports park. So
that's kind of fun. That would have been cool, though, to see a horse race.
Yeah, well, the thing that tipped me off was when I was sitting there trying to convince them, there was a bunch of people walking by in, like, pastel shirts and khakis with, like, those black and white shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they still dress, for some reason, when they go to horse races, they still dress like it's the 1700s.
I would love to do that with the hat and the skirt and, like...
It's kind of a masquerade fancy. At this point, though.
Yeah. I'd love, like, the lace gloves. I don't know. There's just something about those lace gloves that I feel like would be just so dainty and demure, which I'm not.
Yeah, demure. Very demure.
Shit. So demure.
Well, you liked going to the tea party with the hats and stuff.
I did. So, I very much enjoyed that.
That makes sense that you would be... I don't know. I just think it's like, why can't we wear modern clothes to a horse race? Why do we have to dress like it's 100 years ago?
Tradition.
Yeah, but I don't wear clothes from the 1800s to Christmas dinner.
No, but still
Christmas dinner is a tradition.
But you still get an orange in your stocking. Well, I mean, you haven't the last few years.
Because somebody doesn't do that.
I did not know about this. So there's a possibility he might get an orange in his stocking this year.
I've literally never eaten the orange in my stocking, so don't feel obligated.
And you never put an orange in my stocking.
No, because I don't eat them.
Oh.
It's kind of a waste of money if you're not going to eat it.
Oh, see, I love oranges. I will eat it.
Well, I like them now, but there was a long time when I was like, just not into eating. Like, having to peel an orange is a pain in the butt.
Yes. So, fun fact. I don't know if it's really a fun fact, but it's a fact about oranges for me. So, when I was pregnant with both of my kids, I craved fruit.
Yes.
I craved fruit, cheese, and sandwiches. But fruit was the main thing. But the thing is I wanted oranges, but I could not stand the skin on the orange slices. So
like the white part?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like
the little, like, sinewy.
Yeah, well, that and, like, you know how, like, the mandarin oranges in the can don't have the outer skin? Like, the skin that separates each slice? I don't know what that's called.
Yeah, I don't know.
But you know what I'm talking about?
So, like, the cell skin of the little wedge is what you're talking about.
Yes, the stuff that, like, the skin or whatever that separated each orange slice too.
Okay.
I could not stomach that. I had really bad morning sickness. So I could not eat that.
Really?
Really. So what nuts. I would do is I would peel the oranges out of, like, it got to be where eating an orange for me
was like an all-day project.
Yes.
Yeah.
Took twice as long because I still do it to this day. Not as bad. I don't know if you've ever really paid attention. Like with the little cuties, I don't do it because...
I've literally peeled a cutie and shoved half of it in my mouth all at once.
Yeah, but sometimes with, like, the bigger navel oranges, I literally will, like take the piece of, like, the segment of orange, the one little segment of orange, I will break it in half, and I will peel off that extra stuff and then eat it.
Yeah, I like to just stare at navel oranges. I'm kind of navel gazy.
Are you? That sounds dirty.
No. Navel gazy.
Navel gazy?
Yeah, that's a term.
I have never heard of that.
Really? Yeah. Okay, so navel gazing.
Oh, gazing.
Well, I said navel gazy.
Oh, okay.
Like as an adjective.
Got it.
But this is the verb navel gazing.
Okay.
Self-indulgent or excessive contemplation of oneself or a single issue at the expense of a wider view. So navel gazing is like if you're super into your own spirituality and you never shut up about it, but you don't look at the bigger picture. You're just really into, like, you.
It's self-centered?
Yeah. Well, no. It's not necessarily self-centered. Like, It's kind of, like, I think of it as, like, a very surface level look at yourself.
Okay.
But, like, thinking that it's, like, very deep.
Gotcha. Okay. I think I understand.
That's what I think of when I think of navel gazing.
It does sound kind of like...
It's like if you're like looking down, contemplating things, like you're staring at your own belly button, navel gazing.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah. I don't think I've never heard that before.
Really?
Really?
It's probably because I listen to a lot of people that kind of are navel gazy.
I don't think I am.
No, like
podcasts.
Like because I listen to podcasts at work.
Yeah.
So.
Huh. That's
what I think of. I don't know if like the way I think of it, I think is a little inaccurate, but that's how I think of it.
I mean, everybody takes everything differently.
Yeah, that was a lot of time to spend on a 3-second dad joke.
It was,
but
and it kind of went over my head.
Did it?
Well, because you're like navel. I'm like, huh? When you said it, I'm just picturing you sitting there staring at my belly button.
That would be awkward.
Yes, considering I never really have my belly button out, but it's just like.
Well, that's creepy. The way you did it. You should have seen the way she did it. I wish I had a picture. In fact, I'm going to make her do it again and take a picture, and it's going on Instagram.
Crap. Don't mind how I look right now. Let me see if I can recreate it.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Is that? Let me see.
Oh, yeah.
Did you get rid of it?
No.
Oh yeah, that looks creepy.
Yeah, that's how it is. Now, we talked about in the first episode waiting a few episodes to post pictures of ourselves so people could get an idea of what they think we look like.
Yeah.
So this is going to kind of ruin it, at least for
for me.
For you. And then I'm in the TikTok videos.
So, yeah, don't mind. Well, yeah, but you don't fully see your face all the time in the TikTok video.
Yeah, but you do. Like, if you really want to see what I look like, I'm in there.
That's true. But this is not how I look, guys. All the time. I'm gross.
Don't let her lie to you.
I'm gross looking right now.
Well, we did exercise today, so.
We did. Yeah, so my hair's in a ponytail.
And I'm wearing sweatpants and a t-shirt, which, I mean, if I'm at home, normally this is what I'm wearing.
I mean, same. I got a red long sleeve shirt on because I've been cold, because it's been cold here lately. It's been in like the 20s, 30s at night? Something like that. So like
we turned the heat on last night and
and someone was still freezing.
The smoke alarm went off from the heater because it's the first time we've used it this year.
Scared the shit out of me.
I would not have woke up for it. It beeped like 3 times.
It did.
And then stopped. And I would have just slept right through it. But somebody was like on their feet yelling at who knows what hour.
I think it was like 12:30 a.m. But I remember because, okay.
I was just disoriented.
I do not handle loud noises while I'm sleeping very well. I will panic. And so I heard those 3 beeping, and in my head, I was like, oh my God, something's on fire.
The house is on fire. Yeah.
So it happened. I hastily put my glasses on, turn on the bedside light, my light, and I was like, Joe! Like, I was not nice about it. I literally like freaked out, and I was like, something's on fire.
And you could smell it. It smelled like something was burning.
It did.
But it was like that same smell. It's the smell you get when you first turn the heater on.
Yeah. I love that smell though. I really do love that smell. But like I panicked and I ran out of our room. So we have a baby gate at our door.
For the cats.
For the cat. Yeah, because
we have a senior.
We do have a senior cat.
We have an old lady that lives in the bedroom.
Yes, and we have a young, I like to call her Shathid.
You'll probably hear the old lady because she just like sits in the middle of the room staring at the wall, just yelling at the top of her lungs because she is deaf, so she can't hear herself.
Yes, we play a game where we like to get into the bedroom without disturbing her while she's sleeping on the bed. And it's like, yes, we did it. And
it's so easy. All you got to do is not turn on a light and not shake the bed.
Pretty much. It's just fun.
But every once in a while, she'll be like, Meow. And she's looking at you for you did nothing.
Yeah, you made no noise, nothing, but she's staring at you.
Yeah.
But
which makes me think she's messing with us.
Maybe. But we think she's deaf. And then she's, I think, mostly blind. I think
she's going blind. I think she sees shapes.
Because she's very quick at trying to smell you.
Yeah. Did you know cats see us with stripes?
I did not know that.
Yeah, apparently we have stripes.
Like stripes on our skin?
Uh-huh. And we just can't see them. But cats can. Right?
I don't even know what to say on that.
Yeah.
So do you think that they think that we're cats too?
No, I think they think that we can see our stripes.
Huh. I wonder what my stripes look like then.
There's like 4 different varieties.
Uh-huh.
I saw it on the internet.
TikTok?
Now, it was on the internet, so take it with a grain of salt because, everything on the internet is true. But,
right?
But, I believe this. It's like there's genetic code that can tell you what your stripes are.
I missed my mouth with my straw.
Yeah. You look like those dudes on Spanglish. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
At the bar?
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, there's like a genetic markers that can tell you what kind of stripes you have.
Oh, interesting.
So, but it's like they're there, you just can't see them.
Oh, no. Yeah, no, that's her. That's her.
Okay, be very quiet. You can probably hear that in the background.
Probably, because I can
I'm going
hear
to have to listen back. But I think I heard it through the headphones,
I
so
did.
I'm pretty sure it's going to be in there.
That's her. But so we got sidetracked. But back to the waking up. So I ran through our baby gate. Like I opened that thing so fast. And usually I'm not that quick at opening it. But I left it open.
Yeah.
And I came running out and like looking at the stove, looking at everything, and I'm like, nothing happened.
Now, we need to preface this with a couple of weeks ago, there was a light stove fire.
Yes.
Which somebody panicked when it caught on fire.
Not me. I just went, hey, there's a fire. Joe, help, fire.
Uh-huh.
I didn't panic.
Yeah, she panics.
But
she's not good in a crisis, I'll say that.
But I just popped my hip. But it was I did panic. Yes. So now I do extra worry a little bit.
Yeah, so it really got her. So now anything on fire or that might be on fire is really triggering.
Yes, so I came running out and I looked and there was nothing. And I was like, oh my gosh. And then Joe is still trying to put pants on and put a shirt on.
Yeah, because the door's wide open. There's a person yelling in the hallway, so the kids are probably awake. And I'm standing in the bedroom in underwear. Like, and I almost went out in the underwear and I was like, no, pants. I need pants.
At least pants.
Yeah.
I was fully dressed, so I was good. But yeah, I panicked. And then we went back to bed because then we realized it was probably just because of turning on the heater for the first time and the smell and
well, the weird thing was that was not the first. Like, it was the first night we had the heater on, but it had run already.
Yes.
So I guess it just didn't get hot enough to burn off whatever little dust or whatever.
Yeah. Maybe.
Makes that smell.
But it was... I panicked. But then we went to bed again. And it took me a little bit to fall back asleep.
Well, I came out. You remember I came back out afterwards. And I felt like the wall above the air handler and all that to make sure there wasn't any hot spots or anything. Yeah. Because I did do some firefighting in the military.
Yes, because there's let me tell you guys. Let me tell you something. There is very, very little that Joe has not done.
Yeah, I'm a Joe of all trades.
I joke and I say the only thing Joe has not done is given birth.
Yeah, I haven't done that. I've seen it done.
You have.
Yeah.
But you have not done it.
No.
So, but I remember when we first started dating, he would be like, yeah, I've done this. And I'm just like, oh my God. I was so entranced because I've been entranced with Joe ever since we started dating.
Yeah, it's been an issue.
And now I'm just like, of course you've done that.
Yeah.
Of course you've done that. It doesn't impress me anymore.
Way to ruin it for all of our listener. Now they're not going to be surprised when I tell them all the stuff I've done.
I know. I'm almost done with my drink, and I'm feeling. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm feeling my 2 shots.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I missed my straw.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a good drink to get a good vibe going. Mm-hmm. Which I think is probably why they serve it at the Derby, because I think there's a lot of waiting around at a horse race.
And I mean, there's like a lot of gambling and stuff too. Oh, maybe I'm thinking of dog races, because the dog races have the little rabbit, right?
Yeah.
Like a fake rabbit that they put on.
Yeah, the dog track. That's what you're thinking of.
I'm probably thinking of the dog track.
I think they do gamble on horse races too, though.
I thought they gambled on horse races, because I want to say, if I remember on Seabiscuit, I want to say they gambled. You know, it's a good thing that Waylon didn't want to be a jockey. Because aren't jockeys like 5'6"? Tiny men? Smaller men?
Yes, 5'6" is big for a jockey.
Yeah. Well, Waylon, let me preface this, I guess. Waylon is my son. He's 17. And he is 6'3.5".
Yeah. Yeah, he's a big dude.
Yeah.
Nice guy, though, you know?
I mean, he's my son.
Yeah. What was I looking up? Oh, is there betting?
You really want to ask me that right now? When I'm feeling my alcohol, it's like, I don't know. But yes, this is a good drink, definitely, to have. Could you imagine having this when it's warm outside?
Oh, yeah, it'd be glorious.
Oh, my God. Yeah. That would be good outside in the heat.
Yeah, which is why I think it's a southern...
Well, I mean, it did say, the Kentucky Derby, so...
Yeah.
Kentucky is a southern drink. State. Yeah.
In Virginia.
Is Virginia a southern state?
As north as you can get and still be in the south.
Is Virginia a southern state?
Oh, yeah.
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 Where's the south cut off? Pennsylvania's in the north.
Virginia, Tennessee. Basically, it's everything under the Mason-Dixon line, right? The Mason-Dixon line runs...
I remember learning it in school.
East-west. And Virginia's under it. It kind of goes like up and then back down, and then I think it runs along a parallel.
I remember learning about it in school. Mm-hmm. Like, because I know the name Mason-Dixon line.
Yeah.
But fuck if I can tell you where it is.
I'm pretty sure it's just above, like it's the northern border of Tennessee.
Oh.
I think. After West Virginia. So it covers now that may be wrong because there's a distinction between Virginia and West Virginia.
Why don't you look it up?
I could, but we could talk about it and then look it up and see how wrong we were.
I'm looking it up as we discuss.
Is it goes above Virginia, above West Virginia, down to the Tennessee border, and then across, in basically a straight line.
Okay, so the Mason-Dixon line, I think you're pretty correct. So it looks like it goes... Oh, crap, what state is that?
Let me see, I can tell you.
I think that's Arkansas.
Arkansas?
Yeah, is that one Arkansas?
Looks like it.
Yeah. So it looks like it's above Arkansas, above Kentucky. Yeah, because that's Kentucky. Kentucky's above Tennessee.
Yeah.
And then that's...
Yeah, it touches Ohio.
Then, what is that one? That's West Virginia.
West Virginia.
Where's Virginia?
It's right under West Virginia. To the right.
Oh.
Yep.
Why was I thinking that was North Carolina? But no. So it's, so West Virginia, then Virginia. It looks like... What state is that? That's not Pennsylvania. Looks like Pennsylvania's above it, but what is that little state right there?
That is Delaware?
Delaware's in the northeast.
Or Maryland?
No, Maryland's up in the northeast.
No, it's not.
Maryland? Oh, see, I have a hard time with those states.
Maryland and Delaware are mid-Atlantic states.
Then that's probably Maryland then.
Yeah, I think it is. I know that you go through both of them. They're like 15 minutes each.
Okay. We'll have to post a picture of, since we're talking about it, of the Mason-Dixon line on, I don't know, whatever Joe chooses, either the gram or the book. We got to wrap it up.
All right, so that's going to do it for this episode. Check us out on the socials. We got Facebook, we got TikTok, we got Instagram.
And YouTube.
Which hopefully by this point we'll have something on it.
We might have something on it.
Check it out and let us know if you saw anything.
Yep, leave a comment. Let us know what...
Yeah, if you have a drink that you want us to try, let us know on probably Facebook.
Yeah. Facebook would be
and we'll try to get it in there.
Yeah.
If it's seasonal, we'll aim for a holiday to do it on.
Yeah.
All right. That's going to do it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Rate and review and do all the things.
Leave us some love.